Hello everyone. This is my first ever tutorial video that I'm making, and today I will be talking about the concept of type inference in TypeScript. So let's get started here. And I have this TS file created for the type inference code that I'll be writing here. So the concept here is we know that TypeScript is a typed language, so whenever we are declaring a variable, we are expected to define the type of the variable as well. But um, we can also write the code in such a way that instead of defining the variable type, if we don't define the variable type and we just assign the value to the variable, then TypeScript takes the type of the variable depending on the value that is assigned to it. For example, if I assign a value of string, let's say my name is Abhi, so if I assign the value Abhi to a variable without declaring the type of it, then the inferred type of that variable becomes string because I have assigned a value string to that variable. Whereas like if I take another variable as age and then I assign a value as 42 in that, so in that case the inferred type of that variable becomes number because I have assigned a numeric value to that variable. So this is the concept at the high level, but there are some edge cases, or say there are few more concepts which I'll be showing here in my code. So for example, as the straightforward examples which I took, like let my name equals Abhi. So when you take that, I'm not taking the suggestion here. Yeah, let's not take it. It's just prompting me. So if you hover on the my name variable, you see that the type of the variable is taken as string. Then if I change the value here to be say 50, then if you hover on this variable, you see that the variable type is changed here as number. Similarly, if I take another variable as let date equals, sorry, new date, then 83, 10, 20, and then if I hover on the date variable, you will see that the type of this variable has been inferred as date. One more note here, date is a type that is available in TypeScript, like we don't have the date type in JavaScript. So whenever you are assigning a date and then the date type, it's coming from TypeScript. So here the date is of type date. Now if I go and take another example here, sorry, now I'll be defining a const variable. Let's say const uh, name equals John. So one second, I think it is just asking me to change the name. Yeah, a name was also declared here. Okay, um, let's say another name. So now it's a, now if you see the type of this variable is not string actually, like when I define it as a const variable instead of let, then the type of this variable is showing as John, so it's not string. Now if I'll come to the concept like what is actually happening after I show the code pieces, and then we'll talk about the concept here. And say now I'm defining as const another number equals 100, and now if you see the type of this variable, it shows 100, it doesn't show number. And then I take another variable here is const another date equals new date, and this. Okay, I'll take this example. So if you hover on another date, interestingly you will not see the value, you will see the date. So what's actually happening here is when we are assigning the value with a primitive type. Let's say string is a primitive type, a number is a primitive type. So when we are assigning the value of the const variable with a primitive type like string or number, then the type of that variable is inferred as the assigned value of that variable. Whereas if I assign a value which is not a primitive type, then the type of the variable is inferred as the type of that value which is assigned. So type of the value that is assigned here is state. So that's why the type of const another date is taken as state, because the assigned value is not from primitive, it's from non-primitive value. Whereas another name is assigned with a value of string which is primitive, another number is assigned with value of 100 which is number, so this is a primitive type. So that's why the type of them is taken as the value of that variable, not the wider type. Like not the wider type means the wider type for John is string and wider type of 100 is number. So those wider type is not taken as the type, their value is taken as type here. So this happens only for the const variable, but for let it is based on the primitive type of the value that is assigned. Now let's do a couple of more exercises here with few more scenarios that we can think of here. Like say for example, I write here um, const um, person name equals another name. So in this example, if I see the type of person name is John, because this is another const, and then I'm assigning the value of this, assigning the value of person name is another name, and another name is got the um, type as John. So that's why it is also taking the type as John. Now if I do another example here with this code, say I'm doing here is let his name equals person name. So if I do this example, in this case the his name, if you now hover on his name, now it has got string because I have declared with the let here with his name. Since it is let and the value it is getting is it is getting the value John, but since the variable is let, so it is becoming a string in this case. Now we'll go over few more examples here, like um, then I'll do like const uh, let's do another example with last name. Last name equals duv. I'll take the suggestion that's coming here, and then I will write const first name equals Jane. Now if I take const as full name equals uh, backtick first name plus last name. Yep, this is what, sorry, first name and last name. So when I take this, now if you see the variable, the type of this variable is actually printing as John Jane Doe, because here last name is of type Doe and the first name is of type Jane, and when we are adding them together to become a full name, the type of them are concatenated, and then the type is showing as gen2. All right. So these are the examples of the type inferences. I hope this video would be helpful, and since this is my very first video, um, I might not have done it so professionally. Of course, I'll improve in my next future videos, but for now, thank you for watching this content.